Hey everybody, wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like when the mushrooms drop their spores. We get a lot of emails and text messages and inquiries about the mushrooms turning black. Is that black mold? Did I burn them? What went wrong? And so I want to put your mind at ease that no, it's not black mold, and no, you didn't burn them. Just means the mushrooms have over ripened a little bit. So we've got our thought box of Golden Teacher here. And we've got our nice little first flush going. This is what it looks like. You can see that some of the mushrooms have a nice golden top to them, while some of these ones back here are really dark on top. These are the ones that have over opened and dropped their spores. So when I flip this around, you're able to see that down underneath, the veil has separated and they're actually starting to invert a little bit. So the gills are really dark under the mushroom, that veil has dropped way down, and the black on top means that those spores have already fallen down from the cap of the mushroom down onto the substrate and onto the mushrooms around them. I brought an example of a mushroom that actually over-ripened significantly. You can see how dark it is on top, but also that it basically is flat. So it looks like a pancake. This one has definitely over-ripened, and you can see the size of the mushroom dropped a lot of spores on the substrate around it. So that is not harmful though, and that's the main thing that I want to get across to all of you today. That does not mean your mushrooms are destroyed, it doesn't mean they're bad, and it doesn't mean you've ruined anything. It just means they're past their prime harvest point. So harvest the mushrooms, lay them out to dry, or dry them however you normally do, on a paper towel, on a cookie cooling rack, in a dehydrator, and use them just as you normally would. Now what it does do is I'm going to hold the box up again, and you'll notice that the substrate down below is kind of black or purple. You can see that it's discolored, and it's going to slow down growth in that area just a little bit. So I'm going to harvest all these mushrooms because all of them have had their veils separate. Again, that's the part that connects from the cap to the stem. You can see that part that's dropped down there. So all these are going to get harvested, and then I'm going to give a good heavy watering directly down on the substrate. Prior to your first flush, and the first time you harvest any mushrooms, you want to spray all the water directly into the lid. You can see how wet the lid is here. We've kept it nice and hydrated in there, but now after the harvest, it's like aerating the ground. So we're gonna have lots of little spots where there's some breakage in the mycelium now, and that water will soak right down in and get to the rest of those nutrients. I'm gonna show you real quick how to harvest. Just as a reminder, you're gonna grab the mushroom right down where it connects to the substrate. You're gonna twist it to break it free from the mycelium and pull it out. Now this one has a little bit of substrate and grain connected to the bottom. That's fine. We're just going to trim it off right here. You do not need to cut all the white fuzzy part off. That's mycelium. Again, not harmful. Dry it out. But just trim the part that has a little bit of dirt on it. If you do not twist and you just pull the mushroom out, you're going to get a substantial amount of the substrate and grain that come out. And remember, that's nutrients for your next mushrooms. So twist it really good, separate it from the mycelium, pull it out, and then trim the bottom. If you have any other questions or you want to send a picture because you aren't sure about your thought box, you can reach out to us by text or through the website, growyourownthoughts.org.